We went into those meetings where we knew we were going to talk to Kim about this story, and I think we were both very nervous, that Kim might tell us to go fly a kite.
Executive producer and legendary director in the Walking Dead universe, Michael Satrazemis is here. Madison Clark, Kim Dickens.
Kim, when you left the show, people were really upset. And did you have that Sally Field one? Like, they like me, you really, really like me. Did you have that moment? And then for Michael and Ian, knowing that the show was ending, and a lot of people, her ending was open-ended. It wasn't, nobody got closure. So was that always in your mind, and also the fan reaction came first?
Well, when I left, it was upsetting for me too. It was surprising and upsetting for me too, and I had to process that, and also I had to work. I had to film the season 4, so I knew that going into season 4. So I had to, it was a magic trick to do, really. And this guy, Mikey
he was the worst.
I'd never met him. And we showed up in Austin, and everything changed. The regime changed, and I'd never met Mikey, and he was our producing director. And he came up to me, which was like walking into propellers, because here I was, this sort of wounded person who's kind of trying to get to soldier through, and he just walked up to me and said, I got you. And so, that helped me get through it. It's probably the reason. I think we did a good job.
What it takes. I've been through a lot of deaths. I've been through a lot of the loss of
part
friends
of the genre.
And people that you create with. And I hadn't been one in that kind of unique situation where I represented what was the new regime, and it wasn't number one on the call sheet. She dealt with it more professional than anyone that I've lost, and I've lost a lot of people in the apocalypse. I've killed a lot, not personally, but within the scripts that were written for me. And we had a few real moments in a van, but I was so happy when Kim was coming back, and what I feel like we've done with the story and what Ian and Andrew have written for this final season is really elegant and really beautiful, and I feel very lucky to be a part of it, and to have gotten to work with Kim again, in a totally different atmosphere, and really have some fun, and different times. It was hello, not goodbye.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome back, right? Yeah, and I appreciate the way everyone welcomed me back. And I mean, when I went back, I worked with Jenna in 4. But I had never worked with Christine and Austin, and going back, it was like, I just said to myself, well, it's a different show. You go back to their show, and hopefully they'll welcome me back, and you just all start taking it across the finish line. But so it was a nice welcome back. I appreciate Andrew and Ian bringing me back in story, and to answer that part of your question, the fan base that was so mobilized and passionate. It did get to me. I did hear about it. I did start to see it, and it meant a lot. It did. It meant because I was just dealing with it on my own. I was dealing with my own and my family and my friends, and I was like, oh wow, okay, Madison did matter, and it felt nice to have the support. I didn't know that it would mean what it did or it would help. I think it was a flame, a match that lit a flame. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm so grateful. I've said it to the fans in so many ways. I can't thank them enough,
And I would just to add to that, when Andrew and I started talking about season 7 and 8 and wrapping things up to a conclusion, it got to a point where we said to each other, we can't imagine ending the show without Madison. And it was really difficult and emotional the way that the story went in season 4, and we went into those meetings where we knew we were going to talk to Kim about this story, and I think we were both very nervous, that Kim might tell us to go fly a kite. But she could not have been more gracious and kind and just so excited about the story. And I'm so grateful that we got the chance to close out the show together. I know I speak for Andrew too. We love the story. We love working with you. You can tell it's a big love fest here today. It really is. Like, the show's about family. We've all formed a family, and yeah.